I'm Peter Katzis, and I've been riding bikes pretty much all my life. I'm about 35 years old at this point, and I've owned a bike shop for close to 9 years now. We started Athens Bicycle because we really just felt there was a space for us in the community, and we love the community of Athens. And the bike path was just being completed. As I was growing up, I used to use the short path, which was roughly about 3 or 4 miles long, and it just kind of wrapped around the city. In the late 80s, they had actually secured some funding to lengthen the path, but that didn't go through until about the mid to late 90s. So we opened up right about the time that the path was being expanded from about 4 miles up to 16 miles, and we felt that was going to be enough of basically a big marketing tool that would allow us to open a shop and provide people with the ability to get out and ride the path. And so we started pretty small. We had one repair stand and roughly about 500 square feet of showroom space, and we've expanded 3 times since then. So it's still growing, and still seems to be going pretty well. The sport of cycling is it's nice. It's really the thing about it is that there's so many different facets of it that it appeals to such a wide range of people. I mean, you have people that are going to be racing road bikes and mountain bikes, and that's two completely different two completely different groups that are right there. Then you have people that are going to tour with bags. You have people that like to ride recumbents. You have people that are that just like to ride to get from point A to point B. So there's so many different facets that you can almost anyone can usually find something that they want to do. Of course, I like the competition itself. It's always fun to pay your money and line up against people and see how you rate. I find that the machine itself is it's a pretty simple machine. And really, for the energy that you put into it and what you get out of it, it's probably the most efficient machine that's out there. So it's definitely you can't compare to what it's like to have somebody that really comes in and they get the bug. They get one bike, and then all of a sudden they're taking it to all these different places and riding in all these areas that they've never even probably hadn't even thought of 6 months prior, but they're getting out and enjoying it and enjoying being outdoors and just how it really does transform people if they really do latch onto it and figure out that the bike can change your life if you really jump into it. And what would I tell someone if they were coming in here for the first time and they were just trying to get into the sport? I would ask a lot of questions, and I would hope that they would also ask a lot of questions, because it's just narrowing down what that perceived idea is, what type of bike they're looking for, what they're looking to do more often than not. That's really what it boils down to, and then just making that match, making it right the first time. The number one thing is just to make sure that you get something that's fitted correctly. That's probably, that's first and foremost, because if it fits correctly, it's not going to hurt you. And if it doesn't hurt you, then you're going to use it a lot more often than something that's going to give you aches and pains and things like that. Bikes at this point are definitely being designed so that you can use them well into your. I've seen people in their 70s and 80s still riding bikes. So I can't even imagine what my flexibility is not going to be at that age. But I plan on riding my bike and for as long as I can.